Hey projection mappers, this is Dan Phillips from Phillips Projections, and you are watching another one of the videos from my Davinci Resolve tutorial series. In this video we are going to be taking a look at manipulating footage to account for perspective. For instance, I have my perfectly flat face of a house here. There's a little bit of skewing with the garage, but not a lot that I really need to account for it. But you might have a house that has a different situation, like my friend Dustin from Season Projections. There we go, pulled up. So you might recognize his house here, and there's a lot of perspective that he needs to really account for. You might have remembered this house from his viral Ghostbusters video that hit 1 million views within like a few months, which was great. If you haven't seen it, make sure you take a look at it. But anyway, luckily Dustin was nice enough to share his house, as well as Jeff Baird from Baird Manor. But Dustin's house has quite a few angles that I have to account for right here. Thankfully, Dustin was able to share his house template with us so we can take a look at how to tackle adding perspective to our videos. Let's go ahead. I'm going to open up a new timeline. I'll create a new one. And this is really just because, there we go, I want to start fresh with something that I'm not going to actively use. So I will delete this afterwards. You don't have to create a new timeline. I'm just doing it because it doesn't apply to my house, but it may apply to yours. And I want to make sure I cover everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm dragging and dropping Dustin's map into my media pool. Now I'm going to pull, I'm going to pull my Griswold lights, just the edited. I don't need the edited and positioned because that's for my current setup. So here it is. All right, perfect. Now I have my video. It doesn't have the sound, and that is quite all right. I only need the video for this. And I am going to go ahead and I'm pulling his template, and I'm dragging that up on top, and I'm just going to carry this out, expand it to the end, and I'm going to change the opacity over. So I clicked on it, I hit video, go down to composite, drop the opacity down, so that way we can see through but still see the template of the house. All right, now I have this all set up. Where do I head now? So the next step that we are going to do is we are going to open up the effects tab, which I realized I had open, but you might not. And once you get into the effects tab, you're going to see that there's a lot of options here for us. What we're going to do is we're going to click on the open effects, and we're going down to filters, and we're going to scroll almost all the way to the bottom, and we're looking for Resolve FX Transform. Now when we click on this, we're going to click, drag, and drop it onto our video. This will add a new layer of transformations as an effect. And what we're going to do, and you probably didn't even notice, but when you drag and dropped that effect on to the video, this effect tab now is able to be clicked upon. So I will click on that, and you can see the transform effect right there. And you have some options down here that may look familiar to you. But what might not look familiar to you is you see a control mode here. It's defaulted to sliders, and we're going to change that. So the first step is to change the sliders over to interactive canvas. Now we have to change this from transform mode to open effects mode, and you can see open effects. It all kind of makes sense, right? So you're changing the view mode by clicking over here, this little arrow, and down you'll see open effects overlay. Here we go, click on it, and you see this is nice and bright white, and you have a new boundary box with red guiding lines there. You are now ready to start adding some perspective to your video. we have this video, we need to do some transformations, and I'm going to transform it to this large canvas here, this large garage door. So to do that, I'm just going to be clicking down here in the corner, click and drag, and getting my white corner close to that. Click and drag, white corner close to it, right? Click and drag, right corner close to that corner there, the garage. Same thing here. Now that I have that done, I'm going to fine tune it. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. You can do it just by the scroll wheel of your mouse, but I'm being lazy today and I'm on my couch nice and comfy and I do not have my mouse there. So I had to just go up here to do the zooming, which is not too bad actually. Whoa. All right. Makes me eat my words there. All right. So here we go. Now I'm going to fine tune it into that corner. Fine tune it into this corner, fine tune it into this corner, fine tune it into this corner, and now we added perspective. So I can click on this again and it will take that boundary box away, and there you go, we just transformed it. Hey guys, I hope you are enjoying the tutorial so far. There is a lot of time and research that I put into all of these tutorials. It is great that we have platforms like this that I can help share and spread the knowledge. These tutorials are ad supported and from donations from generous viewers like you. In an effort to further share the information, give a better experience for the viewers, share files and resources, as well as support the channel monetarily, I created a website and a course. The website houses a lot of information and resources from many great contributors in the projection mapping community. It is updated regularly as new useful resources become available. The course, that's another resource that is continuing to grow. It acts as an organized and ad-free experience. There is exclusive content and resources that are included with the course enrollment. For instance, the media used in the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation tutorial series, well, that's in the course, included for free. You just need to click to download. The final platform is the store. In the store, you will find different resources that are available for purchase at reasonable prices. Keep an eye out for coupons and specials, especially during the off-season. All of the funds that are raised are reinvested back into the growth of the channel through purchases of hardware, software, and other things that can be used to create new tutorials, reviews, and demonstrations. There are 2 free things that you can do right now to support the channel. Please like this video and subscribe below. The more likes and followers that we have, the more likely companies are to send loaner or demo resources for us to work with and share on this website, all free for you to access. I thank you for your time and consideration of supporting this channel. Please enjoy the remainder of your free tutorial. It really is that easy. However, I do want to warn you. Any type of transforming, and you can see that I made this fit this garage perfectly. Your resolution of your video was most likely not the same dimensions, should we say, as your garage door. So you have to really make sure you are accounting for the skewing of the potential image. Like, it looks like his face is pretty fat here, so in reality, I probably want to bring this up a little bit higher. And then I want to crop that top. And I can either mask it, or another option you can do is go over here into crop and then move the top down a bit. And you can see now it's to the top of the door. So that's another option you can do. You can also use the masking as well, that technique as well with your video once you have skewed it. So let's go ahead and let's do this one more time, just from start to finish, so that way you can see the whole process. I'm going to go out, I'm going to fit this, and I'm going to drag a new video in. So here we go. From the beginning, I'm dragging and dropping a new video. I want this video underneath the template, so I'm going to right click move track down, and now it's under the template. I'm going to bring this one over to this side. Here's the steps. This is already here. If it's not, hit Effects. Go to Open Effects, Filters, go all the way down and then up a little bit, and you'll see this transform window. Just take that, drag and drop it onto the video you want to work on. Make sure this is selected. Go to the Effects tab, change sliders to Control Mode to Interactive Canvas. Go over here, make sure this is an Open FX overlay and lit up. And if it's lit, you'll be able to see this boundary box with the red lines. If it's not, that means you're not able to move this around at all. So here we go. Now, this is definitely going to be skewed if I make it fit into those lines perfectly, but I'm going to bring it over nevertheless, and then we will alter once it gets into that realm, that perspective. Alright, so I'm just clicking, dragging, dropping, getting it rough, getting in close. Alright, and here we go, fine tune into the corners. Alright, now it might, honestly, what I would do is bring it out to the house to see how, like do a quick export or something like that. Just bring it out to the house to see how the resolution looks, to see if there's any major skewing. If not, then leave it how it is. If there is, you might want to account by making this a little larger. So I'll bring it out to that side a little bit, still retaining the perspective. Yeah, that side has to come up a little bit. And then do the crop tool, crop my left in, crop my right, and there you go. Alright, turn that off so you can see. And then we will go back, zoom out, turn off my template, and you can see that I have two new skewed perspective videos there playing on my garage. Alright, so I hope you learned something in this video, and maybe you got some ideas of ways that you could apply this to your own house. If you are interested in learning more about Davinci Resolve, keep following along with these tutorials, or check out my channel. I also cover a lot of other projection mapping topics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, it always helps, and feel free to comment or reach out to me if you have any questions. And I look forward to continuing on this tutorial, so I will see you in the next video. Thanks.